Is this DC event actually about government? I think it might be. DC Legends was an event that was coming out from 1986 to 1987 by Ostrander, Wien, Byrne, and Kessel, and it took place during the Reagan administration. Now, during this time period, the government was very pro deregulation. It was all about removing taxes on the super wealthy and also getting rid of a bunch of the programs that America had to distribute that wealth to the poorest people in our country. Basically, in general, the idea was like a very libertarian argument that government getting involved just ruined things and was bad, and it was giving them too much power in the government and was a very critical of these government systems. And in this story, people become very critical of superheroes, of these people who have power that are out there trying to do the best they can for people. But the argument against them is not, criticism on how to make them better, but rather that we should entirely get rid of superheroes altogether. This hatred is all perpetrated by G. Gordon Godfrey, an agent sent by Darkseid to get people to not like superheroes and to want them to be completely eliminated. At one point, we even have, one of Darkseid's agents, Desaad, laughing that they've got one over on the president. The president is making this decision that's in favor of them by essentially making it so that superheroes can no longer be out superheroing in their spandex and capes. And so yeah, through his ability to be able to charm people and convince them and more or less mind control with his voice, G. Gordon Godfrey is able to convince all of these people to hate the fallible but nonetheless well-meaning, powerful people that protect them in society and do the best they can for them. And all of this rhetoric, is being spread on the news by an agent of Darkseid, the person that the superheroes are here to protect us from. Much like how, people in the United States were here being protected by all of these government agencies that we'd created to protect us from the ultra wealthy from having too much power. I also think that the use of G. Gordon Godfrey, a talking head on the news, comes from the discussion around the fairness doctrine at the time. The FCC essentially made it so that people had to provide both sides of controversial issues on news networks. Both sides had to at least been given some time and provide a good faith argument from each side. The Reagan administration saw to the end of the fair use doctrine, which led eventually to Rush Limbaugh, and then after that, much later, Fox News being such prevalent sources of media. So yeah, I think this event is actually about the politics that were going on at the time. I could be wrong though.